Today we're taking a look at the brand new STIRR service from Sinclair, just announced this hour when I'm recording this. Now I get to take you behind the scenes and look at it for the first time. This takes a ton of content that Sinclair has had spread out across multiple services or apps where you needed to have multiple different apps on your device to watch it. Now it's all in one spot with more content and more on the way. First though, before we dive into that, hey, if you're new here, we look at a ton of on-demand and streaming services helping you get the most from your TV experience and hopefully helping you save some money by cutting the cord from traditional cable companies. So hit that subscribe button and hopefully we can help you save some money. Now let's dive into this new STIRR service and take a look at it. This is the home screen. I'm looking at it on the web. Will be available on Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV. They made it sound like today. I looked at it when I'm recording this and they were not available yet. Often though, it takes an hour or two after the announcement for them to appear on all devices. So let's kind of dive through here, give you an idea of what to expect. So there is on-demand content. As you can see, I'm looking at on-demand local news, movies, sports, TV show, life, and more, but there's also live TV. So in the past, for instance, Stadium and Comet and more has had their own apps where you could do it, or like with Buzzard, you needed like Pluto TV or Twitch to watch it. Now they're taking all that and putting it in one spot. So you can now access your sci-fi content from Comet, your sports from Stadium, your game shows from Buzzard, your family-friendly content from the Dove channel, NASA TV, Cheddar, and more, all from one spot. Now, also, they're partnering with all their locally owned Sinclair stations to bring local news and national news. So I'm kind of close to Austin here. We'll select a different one in a minute to show you all the different cities. But you can see I have a collection of local news and national news. For instance, some of the hottest tech from CES and local crime news, local lost pets, and more, all right in one spot. Now let's take a look at the shows. They have a ton of different content. So I can see the live TV up here, Buzzard, Comet. By the way, Comet, if you haven't checked it out, if you're a sci-fi fan, really great. Babylon 5, Stargate, Space 1999, a ton of great sci-fi movies. If you like more sci-fi, Dove is another great one right there. See if I click on this, if it launches. Yeah, it launches the live feed here. Show guide. And then I can check that out. So let's back up here and look at the on-demand content. So things like 21 Jump Street, Cheddar, Daily Mail TV's all here, Highway to Heaven. There's a show I haven't heard of in forever. Check out 21 Jump Street. So you got a selection of different, about half a season I think this is worth right here. I'm not sure how many episodes are in 21 Jump Street. But it's a really nice collection. They say more is going to be added. This just went live this hour, so keep an eye out on that. Now let's take a look at the different cities. So if it's not available in your area, they suggest Washington, D.C. for national news plus some news from the capital. But there are a good number of cities here. As you can see, Baltimore is available. Break out different categories. It tries to also help you based on your IP, suggest the ones in your area. Syracuse, Washington, D.C., my hometown, Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's pretty nice. With that, the South is down here. Austin, Texas, Birmingham, Gainesville, and more are all included. West, Las Vegas, I saw on here earlier. Yep, right there. Portland, and more. So really a nice selection here so you can get your ton of over-the-air content, places from Cheddar, news from your local station, and on-demand content. I really hope they continue to add more on-demand content. It's a little thin in that area at this time when I'm recording this at least. I'd love for them to, for instance, take a bunch of the Cheddar content, put it in there. Maybe at least take the Stadium on-demand content and put it in. That would be a really nice addition. Let's take a look at, once it loads, the local news. Let me refresh this page here. Because they do some cool things of local sports on it. So I'm sure as I'm recording this, they're getting hammered here. Here we go. So sports. Let's take a look at local. So they got the local options there, but they also allow you to play local game highlights and more. Here we go. So let's say local high school basketball games. So Sinclair's been really partnering with a lot of local high schools to air their games. You can see here there's a selection of boys and girls basketball games I can go watch from the local area. There's even replays of football. I'm recording this in January, but they do have a lot of the big football games from around the greater Austin area where I can go back through here and watch it, and around the country. And then they have, for instance, tennis in the sports section. Tons of Tennis Channel stuff. Now, it doesn't seem to be a live true feed of the Tennis Channel. does seem to take a lot of the tennis channel of produced shows, documentaries, and more, and put them all available on here. So there is a good amount of on-demand content. Hopefully, though, the more TV shows from like Charge and Buzzer and Comet and more will become available in the near future. So there you go, your first look at STIRR. I would check it out. Coming to Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, Android, and iOS soon, and more devices in the future, more content coming in the future probably, and probably more cities in the future. Questions, comments, let me know. Hey, again, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully we can help you learn more about the world of cord cutting.